Once upon a time, in the cozy town of Maplewood, there was a little boy named Oliver. Oliver had an insatiable curiosity and a wild imagination that often sent him on magical adventures, both real and imaginary. His favorite place in the whole wide world was the town library, a grand old building that stood at the corner of Main Street. It had tall, arched windows and a door that creaked melodiously whenever anyone pushed it open. Every Saturday, Oliver would skip down the cobblestone path with his trusty backpack, ready to immerse himself in the universe of books. Miss Pemberley, the kind librarian with glasses that always slipped to the end of her nose, greeted him warmly every time. She knew Oliver's passion and always had a new recommendation up her sleeve. One sunny morning, as Oliver dashed through the library doors, something peculiar caught his eye. In the back corner, behind the rows of towering bookcases, stood a small, dusty ladder leading up to a mysterious door he'd never noticed before. Intrigued, Oliver approached, the creaking floorboards announcing his every step. Being the adventurous spirit he was, Oliver couldn't resist. He glanced around to make sure no one was watching and then began his ascent. With a slight push, the door creaked open to reveal a hidden alcove filled with books. Inside, a whimsical sight awaited. There was an old chest, slightly open, and a lingering, magical aroma of old parchment. Oliver's eyes widened with wonder as he knelt beside it. Inside the chest were forgotten stories waiting to be discovered. With gentle fingers, he lifted a book titled The Secret of the Whispering Trees. When he opened the book, something incredible happened. Words began to float off the pages, swirling around Oliver, creating images of lush forests and singing birds right in front of him. He could hear the rustling of leaves and the whispers of olden trees telling tales. Enraptured, Oliver realized that each story in this magical alcove wasn't just to be read, but experienced. He spent hours in that hidden corner, journeying through enchanted lands and meeting fascinating characters. Finally, as the golden sun began to set, filling the alcove with a gentle glow, Oliver knew he had to leave. But he held a secret smile upon his face. He had discovered a treasure trove that no one else knew about. With the secret of the whispering trees nestled safely in his backpack, Oliver descended the ladder, making sure to close the door softly behind him. As he walked out, Miss Pemberley gave him a wink. From then on, every time Oliver visited the library, a delightful encounter awaited him in that magical nook, and thus his Saturdays became legendary adventures whispered about amongst the library's patrons. The little boy in the library always found himself wrapped in the magic of stories, and his heart forever belonged to the world of books, where anything was possible.